Hi everyone. I told Scott that I was gonna start, and he said I'm gonna get water. And then
I
I said I'm gonna
water.
start anyway.
Yeah,
And now he still decided to leave and go get water. So that's really what he thinks about you guys, I
the
think.
water is across the room.
And so are you.
I was parched, and we have a lot of talking to do because finally we have a game on our hands, and I can bitch about these people and how
Okay.
stupid they are.
Okay.
Let's recap.
Every man's dream.
So, um, after last week, there was a 4-3 vote. It was not an organized flip,
And both of those
nor
people are now out of the house.
yes, nor would I qualify it as like a flip. Period. Um, However, it has become like the biggest thing ever. Sean won HOH. He decided to nominate Aaron and Kate. Initially, he was going to put up Dalton and Maeve, a wildly different track. Um, the target, like literally, like I'm trying to like recount on my brain what happened. There was so much shit this week. Um, Initially the target was Maeve, but then Dalton made a chat with all the voters that was like, who the fuck lied? And started sending screenshots to which Sean didn't like. But you know what I have to say to that? He can get over it. Um, then that switched the target onto Dalton. Dalton, in his little hissy fit, texted Simona that he doesn't trust Simona for shit, as well as numerous other of Simona's people. Simona was like, "What? I actually have been protecting you." Dalton then compared notes with everyone and then exposed Simona, which actually got Will on his side. And now, like, Will's against Simona, and so are Kate and Aaron. And, like, some of that is like very like justified, but then like also like Dalton is just like panicking and trying to save himself. Meanwhile, Maeve is going to be backdoored and she doesn't know it, but then Makai quits. So that's the week.
Yeah. I think rankings are gonna be very interesting this week because I think that we're finally at a point where a lot of people are even again. So it's like we have pretty split sides. It really just is going to start depending on who's winning these competitions, I think. Um,
I completely agree with you. Um, I think this week was a giant leveling of the playing field. If you asked me 3 hours ago, I would say that there was one person in power still. That 3 hours have since passed, and my opinions have completely changed. So I'm excited to talk about it. This is one of the few rankings that we don't know who the next HOH is, which makes it very, very interesting.
yeah.
In terms of like we have no idea where this could go. I am excited to talk about this. This is the first time that I feel like I actually have juicy things to say about these
All right,
people.
then it's like instead of let's talking about it, let's just talk about it.
You make good points. Let's get into it.
Aaron, our first namesake, has not left the game yet. Aaron.
Aaron. Aaron. Uh,
I feel like that's what we're gonna say about a lot of these people this week.
No, a lot of people I have stronger sounds about, and like Aaron, I'm gonna give everyone a sound this week. That's gonna be my thing. Oh, how fun! My sound for Aaron is uh that's my sound for Aaron. Um oh, what a fun game we're playing. Um so
Wow, you have so
it's
much energy, almost as much energy to stay up all night and host the HOH competition. You're so
let's
kind
do
of
it. So yeah, Aaron, essentially let's run through Aaron's game this week. He was the one to rat out the what was I saying? Oh yes, he was the one like last week, or maybe it
Are
was
you
2 weeks
drunk?
ago. No, I have water, water.
Because you've been drinking too much?
Um, for sure. The Aaron was the one to leak to Dalton about the longest alliance to ever form. This happened like 2 weeks ago. I'm not sure when it was relevant. Who cares? Um,
Because we had so many other things to worry about in the game 2 weeks ago that you can be.
Exactly, right? It was a very lively game back then. So now let's fast forward a week. Now we're here. So
Is that a sound for
Aaron,
someone else, or is that a sound?
that's a fast forward for us. We're now in the present.
Oh, okay.
Oh, wait, what is it? This is so funny. For some reason on my hotspot, my clock um has stopped working. So my computer says it's still 10:13. So everyone has sent in their answers to the HOH comp right now, and I got very confused. Um,
It was just a prank.
Stop running this script. What? Anyway, um, yeah, sorry. So now this week, Aaron was like, oh my gosh, I was just blindsided by the vote. Sophia went home. Not good for him, by the way. Sean went HOH, and he immediately went to Sean and was like, it was totally Maeve and Dalton that flipped. We should take them out. And guess what? Maeve and Dalton were the two people that were with him. So that
Oh,
was a
man.
very bad read, especially when Dalton was going to like take you to the final two practically. So that was not good. Then he went up on the block with Sean, and Sean gave the excuse that Aaron was throwing people under the bus, and that made him sus. But then it was later revealed that Sean was the one that was lying, and it wasn't Aaron. Um, the air got cleared between Aaron and Dalton. They're now back to being close again, and Aaron's in the loop with the other side. But weirdly now, after all the shit that has happened, Aaron, it got back to Simona and Sean and Logan that Aaron was the one to rat out the longest alliance effort to form. And
Mhm.
now he's on that side's shit list more than other people on that side.
Yes.
Um,
Good recap.
on the whole, of the two sides right now, you've got, just to like say this point blank, because I'm going to refer to the sides a lot right now. It's Dalton, Aaron, Will, and Kate on one side, Simona, Sean, and Logan on the other side, with Maeve like smack dab in the middle, with like some people on either side.
Uh-huh.
And while like either side could take it, in general, I have much more faith in on both a competition track record and just like a brain cells track record of the Simona,
Yeah,
Sean,
for
and
sure.
Logan side. Um, Even though they are down in numbers and like things are kind of up in shit right now, the other side has been proved to be so drastically horrible at the game that I think it could unbalance out. Aaron is probably one of the smarter people on this side, but like even he royally fumbled the bag to the point that like he is up there with like one of the people on the shit list most of the other side. If anyone from that side wins, I think Aaron will touch the block. Um, my rankings this week are like kind of in like tiers, and like you'll see that for either side. So for Aaron, do you know what Aaron did this week? I'll give you a guess. Steven, what did Aaron do this week?
Flop.
He flopped. That means he gets a 4.
You are so energetic tonight.
When I'm given drama to thrive on, we get good rankings. This
All right.
season, the rankings are so unwatchable because I just sit here and go, yeah, this person's fine because nothing happens. And now I have things to say. Talk about Aaron, Steven.
Yeah, I think that all what you said was true, but I also think that um now he's really solidified himself with some people, which I think is really good. I think that now he has his core group of people to fight against a known other group of people. I think that now that Simona has become such a common enemy, everybody who is not with her is stronger because of it. Um, yes, yes, Aaron did do a lot of things that were not the greatest this week, starting with losing Sophia, followed by um, incorrectly guessing the two fake votes for the two people who were with him. Yes, this all happened. I'm gonna say it at 5 for Aaron this week.
Fair.
Thanks. Appreciate your approval.
Awesome. Aaron goes hashtag
Down.
down. Oh, we already saw it. I'm trying to think. Yes, I think there is one person that I will raise my score on this week, and we'll get to them a little later. Spoiler alert, we're not there yet.
Wow.
Let's talk about Dalton. Oh my fucking god. Let's start here. Let's start here. Okay. Season 8, Dalton played a masterful game. That cannot be taken away from him. However, where we talk about some people in the past, Emma McIntyre, I feel like she's come up a lot in the rankings. Maybe she hasn't. I don't know. I don't really remember. Um, Emma McIntyre is someone that we've set on the rankings and things. She's another former winner, if for those that don't know. She is someone that when she's at the top, kind of plays lackluster, like she doesn't need to play. But when she's put in the hot seat, is like she's in it and she's doing the thing. Dalton's someone that on season 8 played from the top masterfully. But here's the thing: we only saw him play from the top.
Mm-hmm.
And this season, starting with week 1, Dalton was playing from the bottom then, and he was able to get himself out of it because he needed to like pull some shit. And that's why I didn't totally flame him for the absolute mess he created. There was no excuse for this. There was no excuse at all. My God, this was flaming pile of crap. What is he doing socially? What is he doing strategic? Like literally, like, oh my gosh. He has never faced adversity in this game. And it is clear as fucking day. Everyone, including the people on so like yeah, you've got the people that he's been shit talking nonstop, like to their faces as well at this point. He's like not even hiding it. Simona and Sean and like to a degree Logan. He's like, yeah, I'm not with you. You're the worst. So that's one thing. He's then taking the other side in Aaron, Will, and Kate, and is like uniting them. And he's like, yeah, look at them. They're the worst. But you know what Will, Kate, and Aaron are doing? They're like, yeah, they're the worst, but we haven't forgotten about how you're the worst either. Like, they're not with Dalton. Like, to be point blank about it, like, they're not. They would vote him out. And, like, sure, they might have better options to put up right now, but, like, that does not put him in the clear. This was an atrocious week. And he got saved by the fact that he won the
I don't know.
veto.
Dalton and Will seem to be chatting it up on FaceTime for the last like 2 hours.
It's all BS. And that's the thing. I think Dalton thinks that he's won over Will and won over Kate. And he has not. He's just in a poor position in the game.
I think they're making it seem like that he has not won them over. Sorry. I think they're making it seem like he hasn't won them over.
Like he has not.
Yes.
Interesting. I disagree.
I think that's what they're saying. I think if push comes to shove, they're gonna have his back over a lot of other people. Like obviously not each other.
Define a lot of other people. I think right now, if Will won an HOH, we see probably like Simona and Maeve on the block. If he needs a back door, like it's Dalton. It is. It just is.
I think you're wrong.
I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, all that to say though, bad. Bad.
Poor.
What did you say?
I said poor.
Oh, I thought you said 4. And I was like, okay, we're just giving scores. We love it.
Poor.
Yeah. Flops get 4s, Dalton. And that's why you're getting a 3 from me.
Wow, we're kind of going harsh here. Yes,
I said what I said.
He made some mistakes this week. Yes, he did. I'm only going down
Not
to
being the voice of reason.
I'm only going down to a 4 because you know what, Dalton, you are a flop, and at least you are a flop and not worse than that, in my eyes. Apparently not Scott's eyes, but
This was bad.
yeah.
Everyone say with me. #down.
What was his sound?
Oh, Dalton sound. Oh my God. That was like, no, that wasn't a sound. That was words. Let me, hold on. Yeah, Dalton sound.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's good.
Ooh. It's
Oof.
like, the, hold on, wait.
Yeah, we'll do a recap of sound. So Aaron sound, uh, Dalton sound, oh, oof. Those are the sounds so far.
Where is the? Why can I not find a freaking? That's the
Yeah,
road.
but like that, but like make it like worse.
That's
Like
the road.
oof.
That's the Roblox death sound.
And you know what? That's a good summary of what happened to Dalton this week.
He died in Roblox.
He died in Roblox.
Okay, moving on to Kate.
Kate. My sound for Kate this week.
I feel like this is the one you're raising on.
So I said there's one person I'm raising on, and I lied. It's two. Um, my sound for Kate this week is, huh.
Yeah, that's
That's
the
my
sound
sound for
I was
Kate.
gonna make too.
Huh. Um. So yes. So real fast as a summary, we've got uh, oof. Huh. That's that's so far this week in rankings.
No, Aaron
Kate.
is more like a. Oh no,
Yeah.
it it was more like a disappointed sound.
Uh.
Yeah,
Oof. Huh. Um.
is that
Help.
Logan sound?
We'll get to Logan after. Kate. Kate. Huh. Um. Listen. First of all, let me say this. Kate is a petty queen, and I love her for it.
The amount of times Kate has been like, I kind of want to leave the game, and we're like, no.
She's so funny. I'm sorry. I love her so much. Like, and don't get me wrong, like, I've given her shit for like not doing a ton, but like above all else, like she is so like I love just like watching her play the game because like it's funny. And I'm
I
like I
need you
mean
to
it
know.
in
I
like a
need you
good
to know this because I'm gonna forget by the time the season airs. So you also remind me when you watch this. But like that veto was so bad. Like you were terrible. Like
way.
like in the nicest way. I don't know how you like spotting the differences. It was like what is happening? Like it was like you kept switching. Like you switched something to make something right, but then you made something wrong. You had like every comic book correct except like one in the third display, and then you like switched everything and somehow had everything wrong in the fourth display. And I'm like, what is happening? How did you switch to correct displays?
We're working backwards, okay? It's a tactic in math. Um,
So yes, your time is officially like around 35 minutes, but we just cut it off at 30 for the
um,
purposes.
I believe it
Kate, I
was
love you
37
though.
minutes and 54 seconds to be exact.
I need you. Actually, it was 35, 45, I'm pretty sure, but
Oh,
it's made up number there. Anyway, um, Kate, I love you.
um, yeah, Kate. Because here's the thing, people played worse than her this week. That's the thing. People played worse than Kate. And Kate now knows what's going on. Today, this week we made the really big discovery that people might be lying. Um, I love her so much. Um, this is a really big revelation that we had in this game. Um, that was huge for her. Um, um, now she knows her conversation with Simona. Now that she knows Simona's lying, like, are so funny.
Everybody could
Like,
be lying.
um,
Now that
like
she has
her going
one
to
person out of
Simona
everyone. Sorry,
and is
go.
like, "What are you thinking for veto?" And Simona's like, "Yeah, like it's tough because like I don't know, like I don't know what Chom," and like says nothing answer. And Kate is like, "Wow, well, I'm kind of shocked that you're not using it on me." And then Simona's like, "Oh my god, I did not say that. I did not say that." And Kate's like, "Oh, so you're using it on me?" And Simona's like, "Oh, well, I'll have to talk to the oh, okay." And I'm like, get her, Kate. Um, Here's the thing. Kate is now like not the priority of targets. Is she safe? No. But like, is she anyone's main target going home into next week? No, I think something crazy would have to happen for Kate to go home. And that is probably one of the better things I've said about Kate this season in terms of her game, which is great. Great for Kate. Um, all of this to say, I'm raising my score this week to a lovely little 5.
I'm also going up to a 5. Fives for Kate. Kate is out of flop territory.
She is out of flop territory, but Kate, you're on thin ice, girl.
Yeah, you got one number left, so
Um, no, listen, she's well liked. That has never changed. Oh, hashtag up. Love that movie. Um, Kate's
mm,
well liked. She's not the priority for a lot of people to go home. And depending on how the following weeks shake out, if it continues to go back and forth, she can make a run at it. Unfortunately, with what the ending comps are and the game so far, do I think she has a shot to win? No. No, not really.
I thought you were gonna say yes.
No. No, I can't say that she does very much. Um,
I could say
compared to
there's
people.
is there a chance? Yes. I think there's
Is
still
there a
could
chance? Sure. I mean, hey, she's not been evicted.
that was
So
the,
you never
that was
know.
that was the question. Is there a chance she could win? Yes, the
She
answer is
could. Um, and here's the thing, like if she gets to the end, like I think the jury, like, I mean, listen, right now she has friends on it, which is good. But I think that other people might have a harder time to get there, but will have a better chance to win if they do. So that's where I see her game right now.
okay. Logan.
Okay. Recapping sounds. Aaron. Uh Dalton. Ooh. Kate. Oh. Logan. Girl. Girl. What? We're back in Delusion City. Do you do you remember in week 1 where after Mira exposed Brett and Brett called the house meeting to call out Mira and Will was like going off on Brett and Mira and everyone was like, "Where is Ariel?" Do you remember when Logan tried to make it about him? Me too. You know what's happening right now? That same thing where Logan's like, "Oh my god, my game is blown up. I have no allies. Everyone is targeting me." You know who no one is talking about? Logan. Point blank. No one cares, Logan. I'm sorry. You're not that special. Um, but people not talking about you, not a bad thing right now.
That's a good thing.
That's a good thing. So while last week I was at an 8 because Logan voted in the majority, kept it a secret, and gained all the allies. This week, he kept his vote not a secret. Or actually, I guess he didn't tell anyone, but like newsflash, it's clear. Um, he lost allies and is no longer on the in with lots of people. So we are going hashtag down as we have with some other people, but I think that he is still in one of the better positions in the game. In fact, like newsflash, I think this might go down as one of the lowest rated weeks of my rankings. Logan is gonna have the highest score for me this week. I think tied for it, but I'm
What's
dropping it
the top
majorly.
here?
I'm going down to a 6 for Logan.
Okay. I'm only going down to a 7. I think him being in one of the better, if not the best positions in the house right now, has to stand for something. I think relative to what everybody else is doing, he is laying low, but still is having things to put on his resume at the end of the game, which I think is probably the best thing he could be doing right now. So I'm staying with 7, or I'm going down to a 7, but that's gonna be my score.
Girl.
Okay. Recap.
Okay, recap. Aaron, uh, Dalton, ooh, Kate, huh, Logan, girl, Maeve, Maeve. To summarize, should be out of the game this
Yeah,
week.
literally, like, should be evicted right now.
Should be evicted. And that's why I'm raising my score on Maeve this week. Because here's the thing.
Are you
Let's
actually?
let's talk about it real fast. Maeve went from the person going home to who I believe is the person that's in the best position in the game. Because she is the only person that is on the good side of both sides of the house. She's kept up pretty poor communication, but like the communication that she has had has all been good. Simona like really trusts her as she should. Simona, as we were nearing the veto meeting, very clearly started to realize like, wait, I don't want Maeve to go. Wait, this would be bad for me. And then Maeve got saved by the fact that Makai had to leave. Because Maeve would have gone up, Maeve would have gone home. But now Maeve is here with Simona on her side. Simona will get Logan and Sean on her side. Maeve still has Dalton to a degree, like for now. I think the main people that Maeve doesn't have are like Aaron, Kate, and Will. But like I'm not really counting on them to do anything smart in the
So do you
game.
think
So
if Aaron, Kate, and Will were to win, I think it would be Maeve and another one of them on the block,
I think it'll be Maeve and Simona for sure.
and then I think they would all just vote to evict Simona.
Agreed.
But would it be 5 votes? It would be 3-2 anyway, so it wouldn't work. But
So
we'll be 2-2 and with Dalton in the middle.
I'm talking about it out loud. I lied. I'm probably not raising my score, but I'm certainly not lowering it. The main thing I need to see from Maeve, listen, Maeve is in, I think, the best position in the house. That hasn't changed. But I think you're right in that there are some noticeable holes. I think we're now in the range of the game where Maeve is going to be back from vacation. And she said in her diary room, she said, I'm not expecting to make it past when I'm on vacation. I'm just here for a good time at this point. But if I get back from vacation and there's only like 10 days left of this game, I'm going for it.
Yeah.
And guess what's about to happen? Maeve comes home tomorrow. So I hope that we see a turnaround for Maeve.
Maeve Hegarty would be one of the only people I would expect to go on vacation for over a week, not play the game barely at all, come back and steamroll to the end. She is like someone who I would not be shocked if that happened.
Like, as she should as well.
Yeah.
As she motherfucking should. So we're going to be safe for now. A 5 again.
Yeah. I just like I can't deny the fact that she was like would have been evicted this week.
Yeah, she should have gone home. I was like departed. She was gone.
I'm going down to a 3. Like
Oh,
she literally was going to be evicted from the house. Can you not go down on her?
I changed my mind. I'm going back up to a 6.
But I think that she doesn't know how poor of a spot she's in, I don't think. She knows that she doesn't know everything right now. And at least she knows that she doesn't know everything, but she doesn't know what she doesn't know, if that makes sense.
Yeah, like it's weird. Like she was in a horrible position and now is in like a fine position. But like here's the thing. She didn't know how bad it was, but like she did. She never
would
got
probably want to be like unanimously evicted.
Yeah. No, I hear that. Um, but the thing is, it's like I think if she went up, she knew that was gonna happen.
If she went up, she knew she was going to go home unanimously.
Yes, I
So
think
how
so.
does that make it any better?
Because she knew that she probably was gonna go up.
Okay, I'm going with a three, but I'm
I just
hopeful
think
to I'm hopeful
I
to go with
like
Kobe to
yes,
return.
I agree. Like if I was only ranking like week to week gameplay, like yeah, Maeve should be like quite frankly at like a two. But so much of it is also your position in the game. And like she
Exactly,
got
which is
bailed
why I'm not
out,
giving her
like
a one for going home.
well
Being
she
in
didn't
the
go home. Um
which is why she's not at a one.
um her position is better than other people's. No one's talking about targeting Maeve first right now.
But I think she could. I think she will probably end up on the block no matter how this shakes out, unless like Dalton wins HOH
No, I think
or
Dalton,
like Simona.
Simona, Sean, Logan.
I don't know about Sean and Logan. I think that as a pawn, it could.
They've both been on record saying like, especially Sean, like I know I was targeting Maeve this week, but like I came out of this like actually like liking and like needing to work with her. Like I don't think like I think we're seeing that entire side's pawns pretty much being or not pawns, noms being Dalton and Aaron with a Kate replacement. As of what they've said right now, at least.
All right. Well, that's where I'm going. Makai.
Okay. Before we talk too much about Makai's game this week, let me know how you feel. I personally don't feel the need to rank Makai. I feel like he left the game kind of like unfortunate circumstances that like it feels wrong to give him like a low score for. Um truthfully, like he after last week, he came back in the game or he never left the game, but he was back in the game with four people that voted for him. But what's funny is like he had no idea who the four were. And then as soon as he was back, like the only conversation we see with him is with the HOH being like, I'm nervous for noms, don't nominate me. Okay, awesome. Oh, I'm nervous for veto, don't nominate me. Okay, awesome. I think this sounds good. Like, okay. I never love like a cop out. Like Maeve should be gone, but here's the thing. Like, bye Makai.
So you don't want to rank him?
I mean, like, listen, if I were to rank his game this week, it I mean we can rank him. I'm giving Makai a two. Um he had zero allies. And I think that if talking about what his path forward would have been, if he didn't leave the game right now, I think the best thing he can hope for is like goes in the double eviction
Mm-hmm.
and is just like lost along the way. Unfortunately, he didn't have a game. He didn't have a game. So sad to see him go, but things happen for things happened.
Yeah, I'm not gonna rank him. Damn, Scott. Okay.
Steven!
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Yeah. Very unfortunate circumstances. Obviously, we're wishing Mikhail the best. Just from a hosting perspective, I have to give him a one. Um, Makai's been great this season to have around, but I mean, couldn't really do anything this week, and then obviously he's out of the game. So all love, but I don't really have a justification to give more than that. So
The only justification that I can give is like in Makai's world, I can see that Makai thought he was trying. And
sure,
at least I can say that.
sure. Okay, Sean, are we refraining from giving Makai a sound as well?
Makai's sound will be aww.
That was
So
more than it sound, but all right.
I mean, listen, this is a visual ranking for a reason. Um, so a little recap. Aaron, oh, Dalton, ooh, Kate, Logan, girl, Maeve, Mackay, aww, and now Sean. Um, you know what? That wasn't my planned sound, but I think that is my sound.
Huh?
Um, I think that's my yeah. Um, that's my sound for Sean. Listen, let's get this out the way while it's on my brain. Sean, you need to get over the fucking fact that screenshots are allowed in the game. If you read the rules, you would know that fake screenshots are also allowed, and therefore you'd be allowed to fake your vote like Logan did. If you read the rules on week 1, you would know that, and I'm not going to tell you because I'm petty towards people who don't do that. So that's out of the way first. Second, thank you for finally making a goddamn move and making waves in the season. For nothing else, I am grateful for Sean for that. That being said, um, there was a way for Sean to get through this week without being where Sean is. Right. Right. Um, he's like not in a good spot anymore. He was definitely the person that I was looking out for most, him and Logan. Coming out of last week, however, I think going into this next week, he just nominated Kate and Aaron. It's not a good thing. Um, he had a huge fight with Dalton. That's not a good thing. Word could get back to Maeve that he was going to backdoor her. It's not a good thing. Um, Mackay left, which like probably wasn't the best thing for him. Um, he lied to Simona. He's lucky she has nowhere else to turn right now. Um, so there's a lot of things that went wrong, and they're his fault. So there's that. That being said, I don't think he has the worst relationship with people out of his group. So there's that. Similar to Kate, people played worse than him, and people are in worse spots than him. Um, do I think that he would be an initial nom for most of the other side? Maybe not. No, that's a lie. Actually, like Dalton definitely puts up him and Simona. I think Aaron and Kate have more than a reason to nominate him, and Simona probably. I think Will is the only one that doesn't nominate Sean. Um, so like that's not great. Um,
What's your score?
yeah, I was at an 8 last week. I'm going down quite a bit to a 5. I do feel like he's in the middle. Um, his shit kind of got rocked, but truthfully, it was like he caused the shit and was in the middle of the shit, but most of it wasn't his. So like there's that. So I'm not in any red scores, but like he's no longer in the good position that he was last week.
Yeah. I was an 8. I'm going down to a 6. Just looking at what I've given everyone else, I think that this is where I'm at. Also, like Sean, despite being like a big target right now for a lot of people, um, still is like the one who's playing this game the hardest and like the sneakiest, I think. Which I think is an advantage right now, especially because we got a few people who are not doing that. So that's where I'm at. And he can actually win competitions as he's shown, and I think we're gonna see a lot more from Sean coming up. So 5.5 for Sean. Okay. Simona.
Okay, recap of sounds. Uh, oof. Ah, girl. Aww. Um, and now Simona sound, which is going to be oh. That's Simona sound. Oh. Um, let me say this first. This goes out to everyone that played this season, past, present, and future.
No future.
We have had what, 6 HOHs so far? 7 HOHs? 6 HOHs so far. No,
7.
7 HOHs so far. Simona has been 50% of these HOHs, right? I should not be rooting for Simona to win another HOH. But right now, she is the one that I'm rooting for most in this game because she is the only person that consistently is smart. The only one. She's the only one that, in my opinion, hasn't messed up yet. That being said, her game got messed up this,
Mm-hmm.
which was not entirely her fault. She just got spread a little too thin, like butter on a piece of toast, and that butter melted. Okay, um, lots of people hate her. You know what? She's basking in it. She's like, I'm the villain of the season,
Yeah, she
and
is.
that's what we love to see. Because here's the
Like
thing,
her
like,
entire conversation with Will, she was like, I don't know what you want me to tell you. She literally said that so many
yeah,
times. She was
like
like, I
here's
don't
the
know
thing.
what to say.
She's not super hiding, and like I love like she's choosing her words very carefully. Where it's like she's not like not admitting to it, but like she gets on call with Will, and Will is like, Simona, your game has been exposed, and Simona's like, I don't really know like what you want me to like say, and Will's
Yeah.
like, so like, are you in like how many alliances are you in, Simona? And Simona's like, I would never ask anyone that. Um, and then Will's like, so who do you want to sit in the end with then? Simona's like, I would not ask anyone that. And then like she answers each question with like such a non-answer, and like it's kind of getting away with it. Where it's like Will be like you weren't on this, or maybe no, you weren't on this FaceTime. Will is like, so were you in a 5-person alliance with Aaron, Sean, and Logan? And someone was like, you just named 3 people. And then Will's like, plus you and Maeve. And Simona's like, oh, that chat's been dead for like a while. I just got lied to about the vote. And Will's like, oh, okay. So are you in a 3 with you and or are you in a 3 with Logan and Dalton? You just named 2 people. but but plus you and Maeve. Like me, Dalton, Logan, and Maeve, that chat does not exist. Because it doesn't like she's just like playing wordsmith, and it's so. But like, listen, you think I'm over exaggerating that conversation? That is exactly word for word how it went and sounded, and it was incredible. Because then, like walking away from it, like Will is like, oh, okay. So like, I was talking to Sean, and he said like you've always had my back too. So like, maybe I'm being lied to. And then Simona's like, listen, Will, I know that I'm in hot water and I'm exposed, and I can't deny that. But I just want to point out that like Dalton's doing this just to get the hot water off of him. And Will's like, yeah, no, I know, I see that as well. And Simona's like, I promise you, um, like it won't come for you next week if you tell me like we're good right now, because I've had your back, Will. Um, and then and then Will is
Just
like,
Starcast. I'm like, what is going on? I'm like,
and
actually.
then Will's like, okay, so if you want HOH, would you put me up? And Simona's like, well, I wasn't going to. Can you tell me you're not coming for me? If you tell me you won't nominate me if you win HOH, I am not coming for you. I was like, well, I'm nominating whoever is to me. And Simona's like, well, I have told no lies to you, Will. Um,
I would not ask anybody that.
this it was like literally the most like gaslighty wordsmithy conversation. Are you in a 5-person alliance with Aaron, Sean, and Logan? You just named 3 people with you and Maeve. Oh, yeah, that chat's been dead for a while. And then, oh my god, yeah, this is another good one. So after Simona's like, that chat does not exist to the Dalton, Maeve, Logan, and her one, because it doesn't. And then Will is like, wait, no, Dalton, Logan, Sean, and you. And Simona's like, that chat does not. Oh wait, no, yeah, that one exists, but it's been dead for a while. It's so good. She's so good.
What's your score?
Yeah, well, so yeah, all that to say, like, well, I just spent the last 10 minutes recounting the
This
6 times that she and
this
Will had.
dynamic of people is so weird. Like this, just like dynamic of personalities is so funny.
All that to say, um, of the final 8, 50% of the house is really rocking with her. Her, Maeve, Sean, Logan, they're with her. Will is wishy-washy, but like not even close to someone that I could say is with Simona. The other half of the house is like burn Simona at the stake.
Yeah.
Dalton, Kate, Aaron, and like Will for the most part.
Mhm.
Um,
What is your score?
because it's split so 50-50, that's where I'm going. I'm going with a 5. It seems high for how much shit got blown up in her face, but the reality is the comp track record is on her side of the numbers. The strategy is on her side of the numbers. And just her as a player, like, is good. And she's still doing like not the worst. So Simona, 5. I do worry it could drop from here though.
Yeah, I'm also going to a 5 actually for that exact same reason. She's got 4 people literally coming after her 100%, like they will stop at nothing to get her out, and 3 other people who will keep her safe. So, but however it goes, we'll see. But 5 for Simona. That chat does not exist.
You just named 3 people. It's been dead for a long time.
Okay, Will.
That chat does not. Oh, wait,
When was
no,
this
yeah, that
conversation?
one, that one exists. What?
When was this conversation?
Like literally, like an hour ago during the HOH. It
All
was so funny.
right, Will.
Okay. Here are the sounds. Aaron. Dalton. Oh, Kate. Oh, Logan. Girl. Maeve. Mackay. Aww. Sean. Um, Simona. Oh. And now Will. Shut up. Stop talking. Stop talking. Stop talking, Will. When I said at the top of this rankings that there was one person that I thought was in the best position in the house going into next week and had a straight shot to the end, it was Will. And then the last 3 hours happened. My God, this man does not know how to shut up. And I mean that with kindness. When Makai left the game, he had pulled together Kate, Aaron, and Dalton as a four, directly targeting Simona. He also still had Kate looped in that we need to look out for Dalton. He had Sean and Simona fooled, thinking that he was still with them. He had no blood on his hands after last week because he openly said going into the vote that that's what he was doing. And everyone needed him around. Fantastic. That's why I would have been at a 7. So, Will, tell me why you have to run your damn mouth and let everybody know that you know exactly what's going on in the game. Because now all anyone can talk about is how you are coming after them, saying that, oh, well, clearly I can't trust you. Oh my gosh, your shit has been exposed. How am I supposed? Will, just go along with it. No one was targeting you. No one was talking about you. And like literally, he has absolutely just inserted himself into the spotlight for absolutely no reason. Why? For what? Beyond stupid. Beyond stupid. Um, I was at a 6 last week. I'm lowering my score. And I have no idea where I'm going. I think I still need to talk it out more because I was considering as low as a 3 and was considering as high as a 7 at one point. Like literally, like I'm so confused as to where I sit with him because he's someone that like his position is still like fine because everyone's trying to win him back to their side, but he's always been on their side and he's just like spewing trash everywhere. Um, but like people aren't targeting him because they need him. So like, Will, stop trying to give people a reason to target you. Like literally, if he just like didn't talk, he would have been fine. He would have been more than fine. He would have been in a great position. He would have been the number one spot. And I don't know what he did. Can you go first?
I'm going with a 4.
Okay, that's what I was thinking. So that's where I'm going as well.
Um, yeah. If not for anything else, like he could be in the best position in the house right now. If not for anything else, like he just didn't stop talking. Like
He
4 for
played
you
so
for
badly this
not knowing
week.
when to stop talking. Um, yes, he should not have been drilling Simona like that. That was bad.
Doing someone like that was bad. Even like last week, like they said Dalton was not going to be the back door. In hindsight, yeah, probably the right move. But like they said they weren't going to do that. So stop like coming up with like plans for them to do that. Stop it. Um, yeah, this wasn't it.
So big congratulations to Kate for being the only person to go up this week.
Because everyone say it with me, people
Hashtag
played
down. Oh,
than Kate. Oh, hashtag down. That's another good one.
okay. So terrible scores this week. We have Logan on top with 6.5, Sean behind with a 5.5, and then Simona and Kate with fives. On the bottom, we got Makai 1.5 went home, 3.5 for Dalton, 4 for Maeve and Will, and why not count Aaron right in the middle at 4.5?
I should not be rooting for Simona, the person that has steamrolled this entire season so far. I shouldn't be rooting for her. But you know what I'm doing right now? I'm rooting for Simona.
I would low key be fine for Sean to win HOH again.
Yeah, that would be fine with me. I don't think he will.
We'll see.
I mean, who's left? I think this competition is going to come down to, in all honesty,
Like Dalton and Simona.
Dawn and Simona. Maybe Logan.
Killer battle.
Um, we'll have to keep the season 11 chat posted. We're coming up on 3 hours into the competition. Um,
I could
this
see it
could
going.
go on for a while. This could go on for a while.
So
Um,
whatever. Okay, I want to go. So
We'll see you next week. Sorry, before you go, real fast, can you go back to the previous slide? Okay. 3, 2, 1. Ugh. Ooh. Ah, girl. Aww. Ooh. Shut up. Okay. See you next week, everyone.
Bye. Okay, stopping. That would have been really good if I had it